Well, hello everyone. Here is something a little bit awkward. I forgot to do a test recording to see if my mic was on, and I did something really cool in this map, and I don't feel like replaying it to try to mimic it again. So here I'm trying to decide who to give the talisman to. Amelie is probably going to be my best 1-2 range person because of javelins, and she has like decent amount of res, so I think she's the best user of it. I didn't get to say it because I was explaining the post-commentary thing, but welcome to River of Regrets scary map. This map is kind of terrifying if you don't just warp skip it really quickly. This map can be really difficult. The reinforcements can be really scary, especially if you want to get the rescue staff. If you want to recruit Cyrene, get the rescue staff, and get all of the items as well, there's a lot of really good droppables in this map. Some are more important than others. Some of them you can just kind of get away without using. The big thing is Leon is really difficult to kill. He has a lot of physical bulk. Wow, I move my cursor so fast. Do I move my cursor too fast? Do I just hold the B button too much? Please let me know if I'm moving my cursor too much. But there's a Brave Axe, the Guiding Ring, Bimbleviture, and you gotta recruit Cyrene, which if you don't have any flyers means you have to use Inez or let her survive to the end of the map. I decided Gilliam's probably best to choke this point right here. Like, come on, who else are we gonna use to choke the points? We're gonna let Ross fight these guys. With either a Sword Reaver or just with the Garm or the Killer Axe. He'll be best suited there. Not really sure where to send everyone else. I didn't really have a plan going into this one. I just figured we'd kind of wing it because I think it'd be more fun that way. I'm pretty confident Ross and Gilliam can take care of themselves. So everyone else just kind of run forward as fast as possible so we can catch up to the green units. Keeping them alive is really, really difficult because of, oh, here's the shop if you want to buy like Nosferatu. You can just buy a bunch of Nos here if you feel like Nos tanking. But really your only Nos tanking candidate is like Ewan if you sent him Dark Mage because Null's combat is like kind of non-existent. Yeah, we're just going to send everyone up here to try to help Cyrene. I've never seen those fighters go up before, as far as I can remember. Every time I play this map, those fighters go down. I don't know why those fighters are going up like that. See, look at Gilliam go. This is a Silver Lance guy, and he's taking 6 damage. Like, what an absolute legend. You kind of have to get to Cyrene quickly or else she's going to really struggle versus these Dark Mages, versus these Druids. So I decided the best course of action is probably just going to be warping, because there's no way he reaches just by walking. If I had a Dancer, you can reach her turn 2 by like dancing Inez, but I think this is going to be the best option. Now, as for Cyrene herself, I've seen a lot of people suggesting or asking if she's going to be used at all in this run. I'm probably going to say no. I'll use her some in this map just to kind of like help out. Because while her combat versus like these guys isn't that good, and her stats are like nothing super amazing, she's still a flyer at the end of the day. A flyer with A lances and C swords, so she can use like Killing Edge, Lance Reaver, effective weapons, or even like Silver Lances or Brave Lance. You can get her up to Vidofner if you kind of pour into her a bit, but there's so much contest for the Vidofner, I don't think it's too important. She's not amazing, and base 27 HP is like really low by this point in the game, but I think just being a flyer alone, there's like a certain floor for how bad a unit can be if you're a flyer. So I'm kind of okay with using her some right now, like for example, saving some of the green units because the Druids can reach them turn 2 if you move Cyrene. I think we're gonna pull Cyrene down here. Now, it can be really difficult to keep these green units alive because of all the wyverns that swarm them. And they also make your positioning really difficult, because now there's 4 tiles being occupied by these green units that you really just can't do anything about. So I decide I kind of want to get the staff EXP on Null, so I'm okay with like sending Null this way for a sec. And we'll just like pick him up and carry him back up to the main squad. And yeah, we just kind of see what I mean? They're like blocking your movement, so it's kind of frustrating. I kind of wanted Cyrene to just kind of hold this green unit, just so that way they're not getting attacked by wyverns. And look, see, they're still going upwards. They always go down. Is it because I broke the snag? I never break the snag. Maybe they're like hard-coded to go for the snag first? Because I know there's like an AI quirk or type you can select where it's like break walls and stuff. Also, look at this. He's two-shotting this paladin and taking only 6 damage in return. And he's accurate about it too. And not even getting doubled. He's a general. Now, Inez does face chance of death here, but it's so early on, and there's not really a good way to avoid it. Like, even a Pure Water here would have left him at 18 HP versus the previous enemy, so there wasn't really a good way to handle it. Got a good level up out of it though. Strength and speed is pretty sick. Now those Valkyries are pretty scary on their own. I used the Pure Water to kind of help a little bit with them. I thought about using the Hand Axe, but I think it's they can only attack from 1 tile at 2 range, so I think it's best to just use the Killer Axe and just hope that the one that comes up to 1 range gets crit. And look at that, see, another good Gilliam level up. He's even bulkier now. Like, this man doesn't die. Now, here's part of the difficult part about getting rid of these wyverns, is they kind of, like, wait in really awkward positions. But luckily, we have 2 bow users deployed, so we can just snipe them out of the sky. That could work, but I hate the fact that like they're using Nas. Rannoch with the Wormslayer is doing way better than I thought he was going to. I don't know why I was expecting so much less. She does a double with Silver Lances. I forgot that she only has 6 con, so she's losing 4 speed from these things. Really makes me wish I could have gotten that second body ring. But yeah, overall, it looks like using the Wormslayer is going to be the best option. I'm thinking about using Marissa versus these guys. Because same as like the Valkyries, they'll only be able to attack at 2 range from 1 space. And doing the math, if they all hit, she still survives while the old Holma is equipped. Here, just going to be doing the math for it. I'm very good at doing math in my head, trust me. But yeah, she survives everything, so I could just like put her on the mountain tile with the Unholma and just watch her go crazy. La Rochelle can always help out as well, but I think I want to use her for staffing. Yeah, I think we want to go for this. Like, the fact that he's one-rounding with the Worm Slayer. I know it's an effective weapon, but that's still pretty impressive overall. Now, just completely ignore that Wyvern Lord on the far left. Yeah, don't ignore him and don't count the tiles or anything. That won't be important at all. Yeah, this guy, the Wyvern, I kind of want to just shoot down with Inez. Kind of want to go for a crit here and try not to get hit. But don't worry, we get the funny crit. I mean, look at this guy go. Now the only problem is, this guy exists, and he's gonna obliterate Renak. Renak does not survive very well against him. So I don't really, like, I was thinking about, like, maybe I can trade a Lance Reaver onto him, which I still don't know where my Lance Reaver is, and because I probably broke it way back when and I'm just forgetting about it. I'm very much considering dropping the Citizen on the mountain tile and just using them as a sack. But I decide instead to just pick up Renak with Colm. Doing the speed calc, she doesn't get doubled by this guy. Assuming she puts the civilian down. So we throw the civilian on top of the mountain, and we're just going to enemy phase with her, just to try to get a little bit of chip damage in. Here come these guys. Get the Sword Reaver ready. Look at this guy go. Now, I didn't realize he'd be getting doubled by these guys. I forgot that Ross is still losing a bunch of speed from the Sword Reaver. I didn't think he would get doubled. Okay, the miss was a little upsetting, but it turned into something nice. Look at this nice one-shot. And that is Ewan's promotion item. Luckily, this guy reaches 2. And Marissa does us a favor and saves us another holy use. So he's getting, like, scratched by these guys just a little bit every turn. So it is starting to kind of, like, add up. And then I realized that I didn't leave healing items on either of these two. So it's kind of a little bit of a mess going on. We have Scary Wyvern Lord. We have a couple of Wyvern Riders. So it's kind of just kind of a decision on where I want to send everyone. Go for the one-shot, because this girl's a queen. And, you know, just one-shotting isn't enough. She has to go for the super one-shot. So I'm trying to decide. We can just silver bow this guy, but the iron bow doesn't kill. So this would easily kill, though. But how much would Ewan do? And it turns out iron bow would leave him at 11. And Ewan just so happens to do 12 damage. So why not? And come on, yeah, if he misses and the Wyvern Lord doesn't die, surely that's a favorable matchup, right? So she takes and drops. And this is like kind of the reason why I think Cyrene would still be considered pretty good. Because she can still like fly over these mountains and do like rescue shenanigans. Because something I didn't really think about until doing this, but having no mounted units really hampers your ability to do like rescue shenanigans. I decided just to get rid of this guy with a killer bow, just because Inez is not the only person who can reach him. And perfect. Doesn't do super perfect against them. I really should have brought the Dragon Spear. I don't know why I didn't put the Dragon Spear on her for this chapter. I usually, most of the time my strat for this is I'll give like Tana or Cormag or Vanessa my my Dragon Spear, and I'll have them stand on top of the river out to the left there, and enemy phase all the wyverns that come down. I realize this guy's a threat that needs to be gotten rid of. I mean, come on, it's Luna. Luna never hits, right? Hey, a really good Colm level up, though. Just crit, right? Like, you're basically a sword master. And since she's been super useful, we should probably keep her healed up. Yeah, I don't really like how this looks. So I decided it'd probably be best just to enemy phase. And I don't really like how this looks for Gilliam. Like, because of the pure water wearing off, he's slowly taking just a little bit more damage. And they have low percent crits on him. So I decided it's probably best. You put the... I was going to do hand axe, but I decided the steel sword's probably better for the accuracy. And just use the pure water again. And Erica's gonna help give the boys some elixirs. Come on, all she has to do is just crit a bunch, right? But who needs the Dragon Spear whenever you can just crit the guys? Ugh, every little bit adds up. But on the bright side, we just get rid of one of them. More wyverns.